that's the last of them. Now let's take a look at that statue.
That thing better have answers.
Looks like this is part of a transmitter. Okay, Landra. Where are you hiding? Got you. Data was sent to a location west of here.
Data on what? I need to know what's going on. What was going on in that hologram back there? And why exactly did Landra come here? And what is he doing with my people?
He used them to dig up this place to find some old data. Part of it has to do with something called MSP, which I've never heard of before, but the rest... I think he's trying to build a ship to get off this world and into the stars.
Off this world? Why would anyone want to do that? There's something you're not telling me. Oh, you're just like a diviner, full of secrets.
Oh yeah? Well, what about you? The way you reacted to that mural back in the ruin? Care to explain?
Fine. I guess we'll both hold our tongues for now.
All right, look. The important thing is that we know where Landra went, and that's probably where he took your people. And your sister.
You're right. Of course. I should report back to the Admiral before we go any further. I'll use the boat we saw from the air to return.
Okay. I'll find you there later. Seiko was really fired up. Telling her about Nemesis. I can't do that to her. Not now. Not when she's worried about her sister. It's too much of a burden. Right? For now, maybe I should focus on stocking up. I can meet Seiko when it's time to pick up Landra's trail.
Great.
Is everything okay?
I gave my report to the Admiral. Apparently, some of the crew have called for me to be stripped of rank and cast out.
I'm so sorry, Seika. That must be really hard to take.
It doesn't matter. Where are we headed next?
Well, we know where Laundra sent the data from his old company. Somewhere on the mainland, north of where we met. Should be able to fly there.
Yeah, about that. Let's take my skiff this time instead.
Not a fan of flying, huh?
I'm a Marine. I'll take the water over the skies any day.
All right. We'll take your skiff.
Should we get going?
Yeah, let's go.
Follow me. Nice and easy. And, unlike flying, if you fall off, you don't die. Open water ahead, and Fleet's End disappearing behind us, along with everyone in it.
Why do you put up with them? I mean, I get what it's like to feel as if an entire tribe's against you. I would have stormed out of there a long time ago.
It wasn't always like this. I was a good Marine. A good sister. It felt like I belonged. That belonging is a kind of strength. One that keeps me going even in the roughest seas. When you have something like that, you can't cast it aside.
I see. You know, your people don't know how lucky they are to have you.
I don't know about that.
I do. Well, seems like the coordinates are leading us towards that horse.
That thing gives me the creeps. On clear nights, we can see it from the camp looming over us. There! On the shore! More of our boats!
Then we're on the right track.
I'll take us in!
Okay, the coordinates point to somewhere up the hill.
After you. Definitely seems like we're heading for the Metal Devil. Why would Laundra send his data here?
I'm not sure. It's an odd place to bring a bunch of Quen, too.
I just hope we find them. My people were here, all right. Looks like they headed further up the hill.
Coordinates lead that way, too. Hollywood. Data I found called it the Land of Dreams. I guess it finally met reality. Barrier. Laundra must have set it up.
Doesn't look like there's a way past it.
There's some kind of device on the other side. I think I can scan it. All right. Let's see what's on this thing.
It looks like there's something further in.
Some kind of compound. Laundra might be in there. You're missing people too.
I'm not seeing a way past the barrier.
There. It's some kind of power generator. Hooked up to the arm of the Horus. Laundra's figured out how to get part of it working again.
A metal devil can't actually wake up, can it?
I'm not sure. But at least right now, it must be how Laundra's powering the barrier.
So if we can find a way to shut down those generators, it should come down.
It's worth a shot, at least. Looks like there are 2 of them nearby. Come on, let's get going. The generators should be back down the hill.
You okay? Ouch! Walked right into that one.
Good use of this.
Look at that! Above us!
Laundra went to a lot of trouble to power that shield.
Got a couple of our big ugly friends, too. Ugh! And more eggs.
Just follow your
Take your time! I'll keep them busy! Let's hit that icy metal! Not a bad strategy! Yeah!
get my stamina back.
Tactical advantage! I like it!
There. Now we can focus on the generators.
Oh! Don't worry about me! I like climbing!
Okay, let's see if we can shut this thing down. There's some kind of power core. I can't hit the core on my own. Seika, I need you to shoot the core.
Got it!
One down. Now for the other generator.
I'll grab this now.
Okay, here we go again. Seika?
Yeah! On it!
Alright, let's get back to the bunker entrance. Barrier should be gone now.
Ancestors, I hope my people are in there. Another one. Let's get this done! Guess I wanted a break from her.
I get it. Things aren't always easy with my sister either.
I thought you said you were an outcast.
I only met her recently. It's a long story.
Always full of surprises, huh?
I try. Point is, I'm sure your sister will be glad to see you.
I don't know. But it's nice of you to say. It worked! Barrier's gone!
Let's head in. Looks like this place still has some power.
Generators must have just been for the shield.
More people. And another mural.
Yeah. Why are they all just waiting?
Let's find out.
Seika, have you come to join us?
Join you?
Yeah, we have. It took a while, but we finally made it.
A barbarian, one of the chosen. Impossible. Zeth would never allow this.
How did you get in without him?
Well, Zeth sent us, actually. After we helped him out of that ambush in the wilds.
Right! You see, I was on my way here with him when machines attacked us. We tried to hold them off, but we were outnumbered. That's when Aloy here came to the rescue.
I was exploring the region when I ran across them, so I just rushed in to help.
You should have seen her. One of the best machine hunters I've ever met. She saved Zeth's life.
Oh, I was just doing what I could.
Zeth had something important he needed to take care of after, so he said to go on without him.
And that's when he told us how to lower the barrier and said we should head straight inside.
Zeth really needed a barbarian to get him out of trouble.
We all need a little supporting fire every now and then.
Well, Zeth gave them the okay. And I am not risking one of his outbursts. Let the others inside know about our new arrivals, will you?
Fine. But I'm not letting them into the Ascension Hall until they prove they're devoted. Just like everyone else. And I'll be interested to hear Zeth's side of this when he returns.
Oh, by all means.
Don't mind him. Good luck in there, Seika. May you both embrace his light.
That was close.
I can't believe my people are here willingly. And they answered to Zeth.
Yeah, he sounds like a great guy.
Let's get to this Ascension Hall before you have to meet him.
A hologram of Landra.
Welcome, my chosen. You have wandered, you have suffered, but you are lost no more. For I have found you, and I offer you what you deserve. The Ascension. So be at ease, forget what you think you know, and embrace this moment. A new world awaits.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of Landra.
So he wants us to embrace his light. Literally.
We better keep up appearances in here.
I'll try.
Until we found Walter, I had nothing to believe in.
I'd like you to meet some old friends of mine. See, we were at the best party in town, celebrating our big win. And while everyone's attention was on me, My ex-business partner, well, he barges in, and he's jealous of our success. And he throws a drink in my face. But not a drop hit me. Because my bodyguard, Jack, he tackled him to the floor. And the others, Riley and Nolan and Parker, well, they made sure he was kicked out. But it was my Evelyn who encouraged everyone to just laugh it off. I adored them. Their dedication to me meant everything, more than any award. And it ended up being the best night of my life.
I guess Londra's used to people worshipping him.
Gross.
Gotta pretend I look up to Londra? Yuck.
Ah, you must be the ones Brennick mentioned. 2 more souls chosen to leave our thankless old life behind.
Yes, that is us.
It's Kiral, right? You were stationed on the Spark?
In my former life, yes. Just one more Marine bound to a hopeless expedition. Ugh. Enough of that. As Walter says, we must forget the past. Our suffering led us here after all. And now, the Ascension is almost upon us. This place is such a wonder, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, but it is still nothing compared to what's in the Ascension Hall.
You've been inside?
Indeed. I proved my devotion not long before you joined us. Now I wait to be taken to what lies ahead. One step closer to the Ascension.
You mentioned you're waiting for what lies ahead, and we're still getting up to speed, but I thought the Ascension Hall was where we needed to go.
You're not the first to fail to grasp Walter's plan for us. Now that I've seen what's in the hall, my rank is secure. But there is something more that he's offering us. I just know it. It has to be why the devoted are escorted to another place. And as soon as Zeth returns, he'll take me there. I'm ready.
Do you have any idea where this place is, exactly?
Somewhere that brings us closer to Walter. To his embrace.
So you've been inside the Ascension Hall. Is it as special as we think it is?
I shouldn't say. I wouldn't want to deny you the same experience I had.
Come on, Kiral. Just a hint? We're dying to know what's inside.
I'll tell you this. It's breathtaking. Like the moment Walter first appeared before our boat, but better. Prove your devotion, and you'll see.
Well, thanks for talking with us, Kiral. We should get back to learning about Walter.
Yes, of course. Good luck with your studies. I hope to see you at the Ascension.
Oh, good. This guy again.
Come, sit with me.
Walter has led such an inspiring life.
I'd like to tell you a story. Once, I had a home on this world with the most beautiful view of the city. Me and my wife, we used to love to sit and watch the city lights twinkle in the evening haze. It's our moment of serenity. But then, the time of ashes came. And while the heavens offered an escape, only I survived and grasped the secrets of immortality. Evelyn, everyone I ever cherished, they were gone. And I was alone. Which is why I am so glad to have met you. Soon, you and I shall spend eternity on a new world. Every sunset. Together.
I'd rather sail into another typhoon than spend an eternity with him. They've been feasting like Imperials.
Londra's benevolence, I bet.
Look at...
Well, if it isn't our do-gooder and the barbarian.
It all makes sense now. The time of ashes, the floods in the Great Delta. We've been trapped in a cycle of destruction, but soon we'll have a new world.
It's quite a promise.
And now that you've proved your devotion, you're ready for what comes next. Zeth will lead you there as soon as he returns. Not so fast. Your good deed in the wilds may have gotten you this far, but you'll get no special treatment here. Walter himself granted me the privilege of guarding the Ascension Hall. So until you complete your review and learn the words of attainment, this door remains shut. No exceptions.
Okay, we will be back later then.
Sounds like we're supposed to pass some kind of Laundra devotion test.
But who knows how long we have before this Zeth guy gets back. There's gotta be a faster way to learn whatever the words of attainment are. Let's take a look around.
Don't think the words were in those Laundra holograms we watched.
They might help with talking to the others. Maybe we could convince them to give us a hand.
I'd be reprimanded for running.
I'll get us a drink. In the meantime, remember what Walter said about embracing the future.
Seems like you don't really share your friend's excitement about all this.
I should be more excited, shouldn't I?
It's okay to question things.
Lon was thrilled when we got into the Ascension Hall. He can't wait to see where we'll be taken next. But I'm worried that all this is too good to be true.
So why don't you just leave?
I can't abandon him. We've been through everything together. Our missions, the typhoon, the shipwreck. And soon, the Ascension, I guess.
Seems like most of the Quen are more than happy to follow Laundra. So why not you?
At first, I wanted to believe. I mean, everything he told us felt like it filled an emptiness, like maybe I'd finally found somewhere to belong. Then I remembered how the boards back home would tell us to follow the virtues of the legacy, to be good and honest. and then they dragged my father away for speaking out against an Imperial decree. I'm not sure it's any different here. Walter might be a living ancestor, but with a cudgel like Zeth to do his bidding, his kindness is just as conditional as the Empire's.
As far as anyone at your settlement knows, you went out into the wilds and vanished. How did you end up here?
Lon and I were part of a scouting mission to the mainland, but things went bad fast. We were lost and starving, our boat was wrecked, and then Walter found our camp. A living ancestor, emerging from the wilds to tell us we'd been chosen, that we were safe. It was easy to embrace. Everyone here has a similar story.
Why didn't anyone send word to us?
Not everyone is chosen. Walter says we must leave our old lives behind if we're going to ascend. Nobody questioned it. But I should have.
You said Lon can't wait to see where you're headed next. Do you know what you'll find there?
I imagine it'll be another kind of test, like here. Once you've been in the Ascension Hall, you're taken there by Zeth. He and his troops are the only ones who ever come back.
Everyone keeps mentioning him. I get the feeling he's not really a friendly guy.
As friendly as a Fireclaw. But it's not just him. The soldiers that follow him are like that too. I guess they know they can do as they like, now that they don't answer to the Admiral or compliance.
You're right to be skeptical of all this. Wander is up to something. We need to get into the Ascension Hall to figure out what. And to do that, we need the words of attainment.
I don't want to stir up any trouble. When Zeth comes back, he'll figure out that I told you.
Does it have something to do with one of those laundry displays?
This is important, Otosu. A lot of lives are at stake.
It's related to what Walter said he valued most about his friends.
Well, that's not hard to figure out. Landra likes being the center of attention.
No, that's not it at all. This was a bad idea. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Hey, it'll be okay. I promise.
I'm sorry, I can't. Please, just leave me alone.
That could have gone better.
Don't think we'll be able to convince him to help us again. Maybe we should study up on Landra before we talk to anyone else.
I'd like you to meet some old friends of mine. See, we were at the best party in town, celebrating our big.
What I would give to be one of Walter's friends.
Did you need something else?
Look, Kiral, we need your help. You said that the Ascension is almost here. Seika and I are trying to prove our devotion as fast as we can.
But we're running out of time. We need to get into the Ascension Hall.
But the only way to learn the words of attainment is to pass your devotion review.
Unless you help us out. We're a lot like you. We've suffered so much until now. Storms, shipwrecks, hunter-killer machines. We don't want to go back to that.
Well, we should all embrace his light. Perhaps even with a helping hand. Okay. It's kind of what Walter said when he sat with us and told us his story about where eternity lies.
he thought he had eternity when he traveled the heavens.
No, that's not right. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Maybe we should continue our studies.
Yes. Maybe you should.
That didn't get us anywhere either.
Let's look around. Maybe there's another way.
A barbarian? His will
Take
is
a
truly
moment, don't be
compassionate.
shy.
All this Landra. All this ego.
It's a lot.
I'd like to tell you a story. Once, I had a home on this world with the most beautiful view of the city. Me and my wife, we used to love to sit and watch the city lights twinkle in the evening haze. It's our moment of serenity. But then, the time of ashes came. Only I survived and grasped the secrets of immortality. Evelyn, everyone I ever cherished, they were gone. And I was alone. Which is why I am so glad to have met you. Soon, you and I shall spend eternity on a new world. Every sunset. Together.
Of all the Quen, Walter has chosen us.
Walter lived such a glamorous life in the past. To think Walter was the
There has to be
only
another way to
one
get the
who
words.
escaped the time of ashes.
This place is pretty big.
Only
We
those
checked
devoted
everywhere.
to Walter deserve to ascend.
Ow!
Have you completed your review? No? Then I have nothing more to say.
It's a shame you can't punch a hologram.
Have a seat, let's talk.
Look, I already told you. I can't give you the words of attainment.
We're not here to ask about that. Just a few more questions.
I suppose that would be okay.
We'll be going.
Be careful.
We are all here to embrace his light.
Gotta pretend I look up to Landra? Yuck.
Look, Aloy. This one is just... I have no words.
Landra makes quite an impression.
I'd like you to meet some old friends of mine. See, we were at the best party in town, celebrating our big win. And that, for instance, was on me, my ex-business partner. Well, he barges in, and he's jealous of our success. And he throws a drink in my face. But not a drop hit me. Because my bodyguard, Jack, he tackled him to the floor. And the others, Riley and Nolan and Parker, well, they made sure he was contained.
Our shipwreck, our suffering,
Walter wants us to
all of it
prove our
led here,
devotion.
to Walter's
And
side.
so we must.
And all this Landra. And all this ego.
It's
After so
a
much
lot.
pain and suffering, this would all be worth it.
Walter was as kind then as he is now.
Why is she in a rush?
A journal from one of the Quen. And it has the words.
My people idolize Landra. I thought they were better than this.
At least we can get out of here. Let's head back to Brennick.
I already told you. No one's getting past me without the words of attainment.
Oh, we know the words. Seika.
Oh, no. You should have the honor, Aloy.
Only through devotion. May I embrace his light. Only through him may I ascend to a new world.
No one's ever passed their devotion review so quickly.
Well, we did, so will you get out of the way now?
I don't know how much more of Londra I can take.
Yeah, let's see what he's really up to.
All this time, they didn't even want to be found.
We don't know if they all feel that way.
Yeah. Sure.
Something on your mind?
Nothing. The Ascension Hall better have answers. That's all.
There was something different in Nova's tone today. The slightest edge of recalcitrance. Tweaking her settings brought her back in line, but I'll run a full diagnostic just to be sure.
An elevator. Let's see where it leads.
Londra's really building up the suspense.
Must be quite a spectacle up there.
Ancestors. That's how they'll ascend.
Londra's building a spaceship, all right. We better take a closer look.
The clouds. They're not real. It's all an illusion.
My creation, born by necessity from the womb of the Horus, is infinitely more imaginative than its ancient predecessors. Not even Shihumbe could have foreseen it. I just hope it's fast enough to outrun his shadow.
My focus. What's that sound?
It's a warning, I think. For radiation, something toxic. It should be safe enough for now, but I'd better check out the ship.
Okay. Tell me what you find.
Storage. For Londra's followers? That can't be enough space for all of them. And MSP again. What does that mean? A rocket. The source of the radiation. That's why he grabbed data from that old prototype in his headquarters. It must be how I'll get the lift he needs. Londra's got the Horus's printer working again. To build the ship. Okay, I've seen enough.
I don't like that look. What did you find?
The Horus. It has a special component. One that can make almost anything you can imagine. Parts, tools, even entire machines. Londra has rigged it to build what he needs for his ship. But in order for the ship to leave, it needs a ton of power, way more than what Londra could achieve with what he had.
So he went looking for something from his old company.
Exactly. Part of the data he got was for a blueprint, for a kind of boost. One that's as toxic as it gets. If this ship gets airborne, it'll spread a poison from here to every tribal land in the region.
Everyone will get sick and die. There's still something I don't get. Why would Landra do all of this just to get off this world? Oh, this again! You're still not telling me everything. My people are the ones that are caught up in all this. My sister! I deserve to know.
You're right. I will tell you. It just won't be...
Guess our time's up.
Lying filth!
Oh, this must be our friend Zeth.
Spread out. Reinforcements will follow. Time to put you down!
Never seen a cannon like that before.
I guess Landra gave him a new toy.